I wanted to clue you in on a pretty crazy story we published yesterday. Now, this is involving a 17-year-old kid who killed his first turkey on his family's property in Georgia this spring, and who's now facing a felony charge because of it. I've been on a fact-finding mission for OL for about 2 months now, so this is the first time this story's been reported in the media, and because it involves a minor, we're going to keep the kid's name out of it. But to go back to the very beginning, this teenager, who was 16 years old at the time, killed the bird on April 28th on his family's property in Harris County, Georgia. But the very next day, his former high school history teacher, one Crystal Hardy, who happens to live 2 properties over, saw a social media post of the kid with the bird, and she accused the teenager of shooting her pet turkey. Now, a couple days later, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources got involved. Game warden showed up. He searched the family's property. He found a shotgun shell and feathers in the spot where the bird was killed on the family's property, but he didn't find any evidence of any wildlife violations. The game warden explained in his report that because the complaint referenced a domestic species, not a wild bird or a species that's native to Georgia, the DNR didn't really have any charges to bring. Well, the teacher and her husband then took their complaint to the Harris County Sheriff's Office. And according to reports from an investigating deputy, the Sheriff's Office wrapped up its own investigation by May 5th. On May 6th, the kid was processed in the county jail, and he was charged with 1 felony count, aggravated cruelty to animals. So where do things stand now? Well, there is a pending trial in juvenile court, but the trial date keeps changing as the 2 attorneys continue to negotiate. The teenager is now living out of state in North Carolina with his aunt. His dad, Ryan Lehman, says they moved him there in an effort to keep him out of the ongoing controversy. Of course, there are multiple sides to every story. On one side, you have the teacher and her husband, who are unwilling to speak with Outdoor Life, but who have claimed elsewhere that they have proof that this kid knowingly killed their pet turkey and then bragged about it online and at school. On the other side, you've got the parents. Now, they don't dispute that this kid killed the turkey, only that he didn't know it was his teacher's pet when he shot it. And they say that regardless who's right in this, the whole thing has gone way too far. We'll continue to follow this case as things shake out down in Georgia, but in the meantime, I encourage you to check out our coverage on Outdoor Life to get a fuller picture of the twists and turns and accusations that have gone down over the last 4 months.